proposal. Joining us now to discuss is Congressman Buddy Carter from the House Budget Committee. Good to see you, Congressman. So, 87 million. I mean, this is the solid middle of America that would be targeted by this supersizing the IRS plan.
Absolutely. This is the working class. This is the middle class, as you indicate. And remember what Joe Biden told us, that those under $400,000, they wouldn't be impacted by that. An absolute lie. We've already heard from the Bipartisan Joint Taxation Committee that, yes, 87 million Americans will be impacted by this. That's why we need to abolish the IRS. That's why we need to adopt my legislation, the fair tax. That way we can make sure that we don't have to put $80 billion into this plan and hire 87,000 more IRS agents. With the fair tax, we can do away with all that. We can do away with the IRS.
Congressman, just for those who don't know the details, let me emphasize what we're talking about here by supersizing. As you mentioned, 87,000. By the way, 87,000 IRS agents, new IRS agents. That's a small army. In fact, we went and looked. The government of Australia has an army of 30,000 active members. Germany has 64,000. England, our ally England, has an army of 82,000. That's still less than the number of new IRS agents that this supersizing would involve. Plus, they would have this extra snooping authority to look into not only incoming money, but outgoing money of bank accounts.
Absolutely. And make no mistake what they are being hired for. The Biden administration wants to hire them to spy on you and to look into your bank accounts. That's exactly what they're there for. This is, this is beginning to look less like America and more like a socialist or a failed socialist nation every day.
Now, how would your abolish the IRS rule work? I mean, what kind of tax would you have to replace what we now have?
Well, the very popular fair tax, which has been around for a long time and we haven't adopted yet, of course, it would set a median tax of 23%, and that would go on everything. It would be a consumption tax. So if you bought something, you pay that tax. I mean, it's inherent in anything that you buy. People don't like taxes. I understand that. They especially don't like property taxes. But, they can tolerate consumption taxes where you control how much tax you're going to pay.
The problem, though, Congressman, that Milton Friedman and other free marketeers have had with that tax is it's too good. It's impossible to avoid, and governments have this capacity to raise it. In Europe, you have some 40% consumption taxes in some countries. Wouldn't a better way be the Steve Forbes flat tax, just a flat 20% tax rate on everybody with no deductions, everybody and every corporation?
I'd be in favor of that. If we can get that passed, I'm all for it. Look, anything we can do to abolish the IRS, I'm voting for.
All right. And the bottom line is, will this pass, this supersizing the IRS? I mean, it's still a part of the Build Back Better plan, but I don't think Joe Manchin would be in favor of this, is he?
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope he holds his ground. I hope Kyrsten Sinema holds her ground. I served with her in the House. I know her to be a person of her word. So I'm hoping. And listen, this Build Back Broke plan that they are proposing here, and don't be fooled, this is not down to $1.75 trillion. It is still $3.5 trillion. The only thing they did was cut back the length of the programs. And you know that once they get those programs started, they'll never end.
Congressman Buddy Carter, great to see you, sir. Thank you for coming in tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you.